Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2017 MQ Triton GLS Black Edition. Now, being the Black Edition, it does come with a few added benefits and features or cosmetic customizations that your standard GLS won't get. And you can see it's quite a striking car just by looking at that front end. You've got that beautiful black front grille and the nudge bar, but what we'll do is actually run through some of the condition in the car and the features that does come in the GLS model. So starting off at that front end, beautiful black front grille there, which gives a beautiful contrast to the car itself and is in a really nice black piano gloss finish. You've also got that matte finish nudge bar which just tops it off at the front and gives it a very nice aggressive look. Now the car comes fitted with a tinted bonnet protector which also adds to that whole black accent of the car. And just taking a look at those headlights, nice projector globes in there with your daytime running light LEDs and your indicator lamp just fitted in the inside of that headlight. The car also comes fitted with fog lamps, being the GLS model. Now coming across to the driver's side of the car, as you can see, you've got those nice black arches which do cover all four wheels. Again, it gives it a bit of a wide body kind of look, but also adds to that whole Black Edition feature of this model. Now taking a look at that first alloy, in great condition on the rim, no damage whatsoever. The paint's very consistent, minor mark there. No, that actually just came off, so not a mark. So the rims are actually in excellent condition and we put brand new tires on this car at the time of this video, which is good to know. Now pay attention to the paintwork on this car because this car presents beautifully and in this nice, it's got a slightly metallic kind of paint to it. Make sure you're protected and talk to us about these protection options, but this car presents stunningly. Now the car comes fitted with the chrome side mirrors and door handles which add to that whole GLS contrast look of the car. It breaks it up from that standard white. Now the side mirror does have the indicator lamp fitted in there that does clear up this quarter panel but also elevate the lamp for the other drivers on the road. Now the side step is also finished off in that nice black color to add to that whole Black Edition series. Taking a look inside the driver's side of the car now, the seats present really well. There are a few little stains here on the seats but nothing too concerning. It's not actually damaged, it's just a little bit of a paint mark, and the carpets are in very good condition, no tears or damage that I can see here, no stains either. And door card presents really well. There is a very minor wear here, but nothing too concerning. The door and the plastic still maintains its integrity. Now one thing I will note is the car doesn't actually come with tint. You will notice that the rear is a little bit darker than the front. What that is a bit of privacy glass, but we do highly recommend you speak to us about our tint options because that's going to give it a nice blacked out look, make it look nice and even, but also make it adds the benefits of tint to the car itself, which I'm sure we all know the value of. Now taking a look inside the back of the car as well, just to show you the condition. The back seats present immaculately well. The car's actually really clean in the back here. The carpets present really well. The roof lining is quite clean, but we will touch on that as we go into the car. Now coming across to the actual tailgate of the car, the canopy or the tray, again that black arch there presents really well. A few minor marks here, but nothing too severe, and that second rim there presents really well, completely unmarked, no damage whatsoever, and brand new tires fitted on the back. Now taking a look inside the tub, it does come fitted with the EGR canopy here. This side is a tilt function and so is the other side, so both sides of the canopy are a tilt. And coming to the back to the tailgate here, again that rear rear bar, just all part of that Black Edition series. It comes fitted with a TOWBAR, which is a genuine Mitsubishi TOWBAR. And if I was to just open up this tailgate here, just to show you the condition on the inside, it does come fitted with the genuine tub liner inside and presents really well. A little bit of marks that we can clean off in a detail, but the actual tub is in very good condition. There's no damage or cuts on the tub liner itself, so no modifications done after it's been installed, so presents really well. And just closing this up, this car does come fitted with a reverse camera mounted just under here, which is going to help you park the big vehicle, and Mitsubishi badging and chrome badging there. There are very minor marks here, but don't be too worried about them. They are very, very minor. Now coming across to the passenger side of the car, again, canopy doors, they are a tilt function, which I will show you just how that will operate, just like that. And you can access in and out, especially if you have some pets that you want to take with you. Now fuel filler cap is on the passenger side of the car, which is the safe side of the car, so if you do need to pull over in case of an emergency, you know you're going to be nice and safe from any oncoming traffic. Now the third alloy, generally this is the side that gets the most damage. The rim itself is completely unmarked. There's a little bit of a mark here. No, that just came off. So completely unmarked. The black is still standing out quite nicely and brand new tires fitted on there. Now, one thing I will note about these Tritons, which many people don't know about, is this kind of trademark feature there. You don't really see it on many utes, but what we call this is the J line. Now this is actually trademarked to Mitsubishi, and this adds the benefits for the car. So one benefit being the smaller wheelbase. As you can see, it tucks in down here, so it allows for that wheelbase to be closer, which makes for a class-leading turning circle. In addition to that, that angle allows for a 25-degree hip flex angle right here, which allows for more room in the back seat for the passenger sitting at the back, plus also the headroom at the top there. Now, a lot of cars would compromise on either one of those three aspects, but the Triton is designed really well, and that's what gives it this unique shape. Coming across, the paintwork is still consistent on this side. Got that side step there, which again is in that black. And taking a look at that fourth and final alloy, minor marks here, nothing to be too worried about. Another set of superficial marks there, but nothing too concerning. That rim still presents quite well, and brand new tires there. So we've got 4 brand new tires, minor marks on one of the rims. The rest of the rims present really well. You've got your canopy and your nudge bar, and the paint condition around the car is actually pretty excellent. So what we're going to do now is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. Taking a look inside the engine bay of the Triton, what we have here is Mitsubishi's iconic 4-cylinder 2.4-litre turbo diesel motor. Now this car is fitted with a 5-speed automatic gearbox, which is going to make the ride really nice and smooth, and it's going to allow for those longer gears, especially for towing. Now this car itself has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for the passengers inside the car. Now this motor itself produces 133 kilowatts with 430 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power for any payload that you're carrying, as well as any towing that you will be doing with this car, and it is great for towing. Now, as I mentioned before, it is a diesel fuel tank and runs and has a 75-litre capacity. It does have a combined fuel consumption of about 7.6 litres per 100 kilometers, or an average fuel distance of about 987 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you are towing. Alright, now taking a look inside the Triton, as you can see, car presents really well. You've got beautiful stitching and vinyls that still present quite well, and the seats, as I mentioned before, are in excellent condition. So starting off on the driver's side door, got all 4 of your power windows, with your driver's side being automatic up and down, the rest just your standard power windows. Now above that is your window lock control, which you can put that down if kids are playing around with the windows in the back seat. Now up here, just on the right side of the actual dash, these are your side mirror toggles. So there is a little button there to fold in your side mirrors if you are parked on the side of the road. However, locking the car will fold them in. You've got all the toggles to adjust that. Below that, you have 2 blank caps if you wanted to add maybe a light bar or a tow pro pack onto this, as well as your stability control and your headlight height adjuster. So if you do have a bit of weight in the back, you can adjust that height. Now on the right hand stalk here are your left and right indicator with your headlights and your fog lamp controls, and on the left hand side are your wipers and washers. The steering wheel itself is a very nice, comfortable leather stitched steering wheel. This is a consistent design, and design that they've actually maintained in the new MR series as well. It is a very nice leather stitched steering wheel. On the right hand side are all your cruise control options, with your speed limiter on the right hand side, and the left hand side are your media controls for your source for the different options and volume, and below that are your Bluetooth connectivity for call reject and your voice control for your CarPlay system. Now taking a look at the head unit here, got a really nice touchscreen head unit, very easy to read and pretty much maneuver through. It does come with Bluetooth audio, AM, FM radio, as well as digital radio, and your app connect for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and we'll be happy to set this up for you when you do come in and explain exactly what this has to offer. Below that is your climate control settings, so dual climate control. Driver and passenger have their own settings. As you can see, 2 temperature adjusters and fan speed and modes below that. Coming underneath now, this little symbol here is actually for your seatbelt, so if someone's not wearing their seatbelt, that will light up. Hazards nice and easy to access, and a rear diff lock on the GLS model if you do plan on doing a bit of forward driving. Next to that, again, few blank options if you want to add anything on the car, and a USB input for your CarPlay system. Cigarette lighter as well, however we don't encourage people to smoke in their cars, and below that is another USB input and a HDMI input for the head unit. Bit of storage underneath, and you can actually remove that if you wanted to create a bit more extra space under there. I'll put that in a bit. Now coming to the gear shifter, very nice leather stitched gear shifter. If I bring that into reverse, you can see that nice clear rear view camera that does come in the model. Rear bar is quite clear there, and your tow bar would sit just in the middle there when you have your tow tongue attached. Bringing it down to drive, and if I flick it to the right, this engages the sport shift system, so you can actually shift through the gears manually yourself. If you needed a bit more control over the car, a bit more extra torque up a hill, you can do that using this system, or you can just leave it in drive. Now behind that is the Super Select System 2. Now this allows you to switch into four-wheel drive going up to 100 kilometers per hour. It is one of the more advanced four-wheel drive select systems on the market at the moment, and do your research as to see why this is a benefit. However, we are happy to explain this to you when you do come in. Now you've got two cup holders and a manual handbrake, and behind that is a nice center console armrest, and if I lift that up, there's plenty of storage in there with another 12-volt input if you did want to have any additional charging or additional accessories fitted on the car. Now I'll get the camera person to actually pan around the interior and show you the condition. The dash presents really well. Passenger side of the car is also quite clean. There are a few little marks here and no, not really, actually just a little bit of dust. Car still presents quite well. The roof lining is very clean, and as I said before, when I opened the back seats pretty much look like they've never been sat on. They're quite clean from what I can see, and the roof lining again very clean, and the carpets as well. So what we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2017 Triton GLS in the black edition. Now as you can see, the car presents amazingly with all the black accents, and it is fitted out quite well. We've got the canopy, the tow bar and your nudge bar, and all the necessary accessories. Now if you do have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. Now the number to dial is 9907055. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection up to 200,000 kilometers, and it covers 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So if you plan on keeping this car for a long time, doing a bit of towing and traveling, there's a lot of value in this service, so please speak to us about this. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you take advantage of the glass coat and tint option, which is going to protect this beautiful pearlescent paintwork and give it a nice blacked out look with the complete tint package. Now these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. And lastly, but most importantly, please jump online and check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 9907055. My name is Mathan, and thank you so much for watching.